Okay. Okay. What's up, gang violence? If you wrote a memoir about your life, what would it be called? That's a good question. Uh, what would it call? I ain't never thought about that. A memoir? A book about your boy? I ain't know that special. Big Peen's Utopia. Nah. Scratch that. That's whack.
Play me some pimpin', man.
This the coldest podcast you'll ever hear. The way we coming with it, people witnessing greatness. Be a part of the journey. I would say it's perfect timing, but it's God's timing. We locked in a time capsule with this one. We got timeless topics. Guess what? I'm your mother's favorite host. Your little brother's OG. I go by the name of Armon Lindsay, but the neighborhood call me Big P. I want to welcome y'all to Big Boss Talk, Season 2, The Rebirth. Let's ride, and welcome to a Black Man Thing.
Yes, sir. We about to keep that flavor today. Okay. What's up, gang violence? How everybody doing today? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna kick it back. You know, just pop a little bit. Kick back. Ain't gonna do nothing crazy. Let's do a little boss action. We're gonna do some questions. You know, just let people know me. You know what I'm saying? Just let people know who I am, who Armon is. You know what I'm saying? And we just gonna be cool how we be cool. Give me 1 second. Okay, so look. Yo! What's good, man? We back again with another episode of Big Boss Talk, the podcast. Man, we're gonna be kicking it today. We ain't gonna be doing nothing crazy. Just wanted to chop it up with y'all, man. Let y'all get to know me get to know you. You know, that's just how we gonna do it. But give me 1 second. Listen, man. This our one-on-one time. Just me and you and the peeps. We're gonna kick it. Have a little drink. Ask a few questions. I think this will be a good episode right here. Hope you got a drink with you. Go ahead, take your time. Go grab your one. But this episode gonna be super chill. I kind of wanted to. It's kind of one of those filler episodes where I just wanted to kind of fill in. You know what I'm saying? Do something different that I normally don't do. But this one's gonna be a little bit of questions. It says it's like 160 get to know me question, icebreakers for every occasion. Obviously, I ain't going over 160, but we can at least go through a couple here and there. You know what I'm saying? Feel the time, feel the void, see how y'all rocking and rolling. But it ain't smoking, is it? Yeah, we ain't smoking. We gonna get them right though. But nah, man. My week's been going pretty straight. Work been killing me. You know what I'm saying? Work. Trying to just every day think of something different. Oh, don't laugh at me about my lighter. I ain't got the real lighter. But just trying every day to find something different ways to be creative, different ways to, you know what I'm saying, make myself be known, and just be creative. I like being creative. I like, you know, putting myself out there. You know, this video could make me or break me. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I don't even care. because y'all understand the message that what we doing. You know what I'm saying? We preaching a lot of positivity, just a lot of boss stuff, highlighting people. It's Black History Month, so why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm already casting Black people on the show, so just keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got Black excellence in our own community. You know what I'm saying? Like, our own community. The only thing about it is we always highlight the people that's at a certain level, certain pedestal. Me, I'm gonna bring you people that's ground floor. You know what I'm saying? Started from nothing, working their way up to gain, what they want to gain in life. But I think, we doing something big, something major. I think, right now it's early. It's a little bit premature, right? I could be a little ahead of my time, but I think it'll catch on in the long run, and people gonna be like, dang, like, maybe I can show my kids this, or I can show other people this, you know what I'm saying? So who knows what we gonna do with this? Who knows how big it can go? To be honest, don't really matter, man. As long as we bring in positive energy, good content, I think it'll all be good. But let's get to these questions, man. So look, let's say, if you wrote a memoir about your life, what would it be called? That's a good question. Hey, what would it call? I ain't never thought about that. A memoir? A book about your boy? I ain't nothing special. Big Peen's Utopia. Nah. Scratch that. That's whack. That's whack. That's whack. A memoir. I don't know. To be honest, I would probably call it Sky's the Limit. I'm a huge fan of Biggie. Sky's the Limit is one of my favorite songs. I don't say it's my favorite song, but it's top 5 for sure. And the reason why it's my favorite is just because, like in the beginning, he said, I went from ashy to classy. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, for me personally, I feel like that's the type of transformation that I'm going into. Not short, but just a big chubby kid, little, not having everything, you know what I'm saying? The usual, you gotta wait a year before you can get the PS2. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the PS2 came out in 2013, I'd probably have it next Christmas, just because couldn't get it that first Christmas, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of money. But and just grinding, man, like just hustling. I remember, I used to have, hand-me-downs, which is nothing wrong with hand-me-downs, but it's just like, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew that I could be more, you know what I'm saying? I knew that, the life that was provided for me was the best life I could have been given. And I thank God every day that I had the parents that I had the situation that I had, because it made me who I am. But sky's the limit. I'm coming from, obviously I'm not the most popular dude ever, but I'm trying to work my way to reach heights that people in my city probably have never thought they could see, and just keep going, trying to strive to be greater, and just understand that the sky is the limit. You know what I'm saying? There is no ceiling. And I want to preach that to any and everybody, like, because the sky is the limit. Like, the only limitations is the limitations you put on yourself. Obviously you're gonna have doubt. You're gonna be like, dang, like, can I really do this? But at the same time, it's like, well, you never know unless you give yourself that shot or that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like they always say, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if I don't take any shots, then I never know how great I can be. And that's just it, man. That's just kind of how I rock with it, and that's what my memoir would be like. If I can look back and just look at the things that I was able to accomplish, things that I'm trying to accomplish, things that I'm trying to do, I would say the sky's the limit. And it is. The sky is the limit. Like I said, there's no limitations on what I can do and what we can do, what my family can do, and we just preaching it at all times. So that's one. Okay, good question. And I'm gonna skip some of these questions. I'm trying to find the good ones. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, okay. What fictional world would you want to travel to for a day? Fictional world I was gonna say Gotham, but Gotham too gangster. Gotham is gangster, man. Only Batman can live out there. Uh, dang, world. Thank you. That's crazy. I don't even know Gotham, like a mythical world. Uh, I guess I answer like this: like if I could be in any animation, it would have, I would want to be a Marvel character. You know what I'm saying? Like I would want to be Marvel. Like I think Iron Man is so cold, like super dope. The Hulk, like I think I'm more of a Hulk type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like go green. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I could rock with that. Um. So yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say the only city I know is like Gotham, and maybe it's some people in the comments that can help me. Like, what's a better city? You know what I'm saying, to rock with. But I just think Gotham. That's the only city I know. So, but if I had to choose, I would want to be in a Marvel movie. You know what I'm saying? What is a pet peeve that you have? Being on time, bro, or not being on time. That's a pet peeve of mine. Like, gotta be on time for the event. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Things happen. You get caught up in, trying to judge it right, but sometimes you don't judge it right. But I'm a huge advocate of just showing up early, being 5-10 minutes early. You know what I'm saying? You never know what you'll miss in the first 5 to 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You may not miss anything, but at the same time, you knew you was on time. Like, that's a pride thing to me. I be having to work on it with my counterpart, and we gotta work on her time management, man. Her friends know, but gotta work on that. Like, that's one of my pet peeves, is just like not being on time. Like, I gotta be on time. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not on time, I'll be like, dang, why am I even pulling up? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? So you just gotta be on time. Okay, so what behavior do I do that is most likely a pet peeve to others? That's crazy, because now I got to think from a bird's eye view. It's easy to point other people's flaws out until you have to point out yours. So, I would say more initiative, taking more initiative. I feel like that's probably something that people don't like. Pet peeve, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna handle a situation until I know it's a situation that has risen. But to other people, it could be like, well, this right here, why you ain't just go ahead and do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what you gotta do, so why you didn't do it? And so that's just like one of those things. But yeah, so I think that's one of my pet peeves, is just taking the initiative. Like, I need to do better at taking initiative on things, and not waiting around for people to say like, oh, you need to go ahead and get on this, do that. Like, nah, I need to go ahead and knock it out right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of them. Trying to think. Okay, next question. If you could only eat at one restaurant for the rest of your life, what would it be? One restaurant for the rest of my life? That's tough. One restaurant. Dang, what y'all think? Okay, so look, I rock with, no cap, Whataburger be hitting. And I know that ain't a restaurant. That's more like fast food, but Whataburger be hitting. But I don't want to be fat and be like, I eat fast food for the rest of my life. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna, let me rock with, okay, I tell you what type of food. I can eat tacos for the rest of my life. Like, tacos is one of those foods that I can eat any day, anytime, any day. Fish tacos, beef tacos, you know what I'm saying? Like, chicken tacos, it don't matter. The tacos gonna hit any given day, and I'm gonna eat them any given day. So that's the answer. That's what I'm telling you. It's gonna be tacos, man. All the bosses know, man. You can eat tacos. Am I lying? Y'all let me know if I'm lying, man. Tacos gonna hit every single time. Every time. Every time. Okay. What is something about your personality that you like and don't like? I would say one thing that I like about my personality. Let me do dislike first. Dislike. One thing that I dislike is that I give everybody the benefit of the doubt, right? And some people may look at it as like, that's not bad. That's being a normal human being. But with giving everybody the benefit of the doubt, it's like you leave room for like people to play with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a big heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I give. If I'm cool with you, we close. I do anything I can to support you. Do anything I can to have your back. Obviously, there's a line. Like, I ain't gonna cross a certain line, but I mean, I do anything for you. And it may not always be financial. I think when people think about stuff like that, they always think, okay, financial, but it's not. It's not financial all the time. Like, I can support you in a whole, in so many different ways than just financial. Sometimes you just need, may need somebody to talk to, or sometimes you just may need somebody to have your back on a situation. So, that's how I feel. So, but that's one that I, giving people the benefit of the doubt is something I don't like. But then on the flip side, what I like about myself is that I got a big heart. Like, that's one of the best things. I feel like my mom, my grandma, my pops, there's people around me instilled in me is just having a big heart, treating everybody the same, treating everybody like they equal. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what. And I think that's just one of my top qualities, and just what I love the most, because nobody can never say that I was never, not genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always been genuine. I always try to do things to help people in a major way, whether people realize it or not, whether people take it or not, that's on them. But I've always tried to help and just be, just be open. But then I also have to guard myself too and let people know, like, nah, you can't play with me though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a big heart, but you ain't gonna play me. And that's one of the things, so you gotta keep in mind. Brief intermission. Okay, where did you grow up? I'm from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Born and raised, you can tell by the accent. Got a real heavy, thick tongue, country. But Rock Hill, South Carolina, small town. Grew up on Porter Road, then moved to, I forgot my neighborhood. It's crazy. Freaking Roddy Park, yeah, hoes up. So grew up over there. And then, just moved. So yeah. And then it says, what did you do for fun as a child? Oh, I'm a big sports guy. So like, I was always playing sports, like football, basketball, it didn't matter. We was always playing sports with me and the guys. Either we playing sports, we kicking at somebody's house, playing a game, like just normal kid stuff, like nothing crazy. I ain't had no, extravagant hobbies or anything like that. I always was in love with gadgets, technology. Like, I'm a big gadget guy, big technology guy. So, love that. But yeah, I was a normal kid. I was no different than everybody else. Like, that's what I love to do. All right. Who was your role model in your life? See, this tough. Role model? I looked up to my mom and my grandma the most. I ain't gonna say I didn't look up to my pops, but in certain areas, right? But I looked up to my mom and grandma the most, just because, like, they showed me what unconditional love was. No matter what I done, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I had a time in my life where I was like super bad, but it was when I was super young, right? And then I got smart and was like, well, why keep doing this stuff if I'm gonna end up getting a whooping? Or why am I keep doing this if stuff gonna keep getting taken away from me? So it's like I had to smarten up and be like, all right, let me just observe. Like I don't want to be like that guy, cause he tripping. I don't want to be like that guy, cause it could go the wrong way. But I just, I observe. You know what I'm saying? I observe versus doing, or just following. Like I'm not really a follower. I'm more of a leader. I stand out in my own lane. I do my own thing. But at the same time, me and the guys that I grew up with, we all got the same core values. And that's one thing that I can tell you. So me and my friends, obviously we all not the same. We don't all have the same similarities. Like you see most friend groups, you can tell like, oh yeah, I can tell y'all friends, y'all super tight, you know what I'm saying, like that. Which me and my guys, we close, we tight. Some of us tighter than others, but we all had the same core values and what we stood for. And that's why I think our bond is so genuine, because we all been cool since whether it was third, kindergarten, all the way up. And we just played sports together. We did everything together. We just kind of rocked with it like that. And we all had different friends outside of our whole inner circle. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy just how we linked up and how every time it's all love, no matter what. But I just did, normal kid stuff. And then we talk about role model. My mom, my grandma. You know what I'm saying? Like they taught me how to be the person I am today. I can't really say I looked up to any man. I do look up to certain figures as far as like what they've accomplished, what they stand for, like Gotti, like LeBron, like this is very controversial. I don't support his things after jail, but Boosie, the music, not really, you know what I'm saying, the legend status, not necessarily his actions, right? Let me put that out there for up front. But just the legendary status and what he kind of, what he stood for before, like everything kind of went south for him, you know what I'm saying? Which at the end of the day, Boosie probably don't care. I don't really care, but it's just, I don't want to get into it, right? But yeah. When you were young, what did you want to be? That's a good question. I asked this on the podcast. If you watch the podcast, this is kind of what we talk about, and just we explain how things change, and you just have to pivot, and you still can create success. But when I was young, I wanted to be honest, I wanted to play ball. Like I wanted to be a basketball player. Like I was taller than, like I wasn't, so let's just say elementary, I was kind of normal size, right? Middle school, kind of got a little tall, a little bit taller. I was kind of above average. But then high school, I kind of hit a little growth spurt where I kind of just went above like all my friends. So I was like, oh snap, I might hit by 6'6", you know what I'm saying? Can't jump worth a done, can't jump worth nothing. I ain't got no bunnies, but I gotta jump, you know what I'm saying? Water, you can, man, ask the boys, man, jumper go crazy. When we played community hoops, I had won the trophy for the best free throw shooter. I still got the trophy to this day. Speaking facts, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I was a shooter, but then I knew how to use my body. Because I couldn't jump, right? I used my weakness as a strength. Because I couldn't jump, I didn't have the athletic ability to just go up over top of people. I knew how to use my body because people couldn't go around me. Because I was a broader dude, bigger dude, so people couldn't go around me. So I was like, okay, let me just learn how to use my body, box people out, get rebounds, easy, 2 points, go up. And I made a living just offensive rebounds going straight back up. And then if I was in the 3-point area, a lot of the big men thought I couldn't shoot. But then I had to wet them up a couple of times, and then they started respecting me. Then it was like, okay, I take the big man out the paint. Now my boys can go cut, slash, do whatever. Now I only played about 12 minutes a game coming off the bench, but I gave you a solid 8-3, 8-5 coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Coach could depend on me, and that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to do my thing. I knew my role. But yeah, but I wanted to be a ball. I thought I was gonna be the next Shaq. Like I said, I couldn't dunk, so that was dead. Then I was like, okay, I got into football. Like I was like, okay, I can make it in football. You know what I'm saying? Like I could do something. And then got to college, that kind of just, you need to get right, boy, because my knees got bad and all that. So it was just like, all right. But in the back of my mind, even when I was young, I always told people, I never told people like I'm going to the league or this, that, and the third. It was like, I'm gonna be an engineer. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to be an engineer, a mechanical engineer at that. But then I got to school to try to, they was telling me you got to take trigonometry 1, 2, and 3 same semester, and I was playing ball. Wasn't gonna happen. So then I had to change that. So I was like, what else I'm good at? And me, I always been, my mama tell me, like I always been like a clown, funny dude, just like to make people laugh, have a good time. Like I'm gonna bring the energy every time. If you can't tell already, I'm gonna bring the energy. I'm gonna bring good vibes every time, and people just enjoy being around me. And I like to talk. So I was just like, I'm not scared to put my, you know what I'm saying? I'm not scared to be uncomfortable. Like I enjoy being uncomfortable because at the end of it, it's like, well, you can't say you did it because I did it, or you can't say, you know what I'm saying, you were scared, I wasn't. So it was like, all right, I'll do it, bump it. Let me get right real quick. See, if I had a real lighter, I would have a problem, wrong. But yeah, so I can talk. I like just making people laugh, making people feel good about themselves. Because some people may be scared to make themselves look crazy, stupid, whatever have you. I'm cool with that. I can actually turn that into a positive. You wanna know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. So my nickname is Peanut. Like that's always been my name, Peanut. And so now though, I done had almost like 13, 12 different nicknames. Big Peen, Big P, Big Nut, Big, you know what I'm saying? Big whatever. Like I done had about 12 different nicknames, I'm telling you. But Big Peen is the one that kind of sticks now, right? So it's either Peanut or Big Peen. The way Big Peen actually came about, right? People call me that. And people kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like they respect me like, well, Big Peen, you know what I'm saying? Like, but Big Peen was actually a name to make fun of me. Because Big Peen was more like for Big Penguin. Like I told you, I had bad knees. So when I used to run, I used to play sports, like I had like a little, kind of like a little limp, I guess you can say. And so most people when I walked, they thought like I waddled a little bit. So they was like, oh, you penguin, you ain't no Peanut, you Big Penguin. And I'm like, okay. So they start saying Big Peen for short because of penguin. But what don't break you only make you stronger. You turn any negative situation to a positive. That's just the type of energy I was always on. Like I can laugh at myself. Like I wasn't tripping off of it. So I was just like, okay, cool. If that's how you want to take it, then I make it into a positive. And so now, instead of people saying Big Peen and laughing, it's more like Big Peen and it's like, yeah, big balls. You know what I'm saying? It hold its weight. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's just what it is, man. Like changing any situation to a positive. I don't even know how I got on that, but that's a quick little story, and I'm cool with that. I always turn any situation, anything that's been negative towards me to a positive, just because I'm a son of a king in the Most High. So it's just like I know where I come from, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So let me think. See what else we got. I've been holding y'all for too long. We keep going through a little bit of these questions. Okay. What challenges did you experience when you were young? I would say, and the crazy thing about it, I had a hard time letting us go, but I think now it's kind of gone. It's been gone for a while, just because now I understand. Like I understand the situation. I understand what could have happened when, you know what I'm saying. Don't make it right, but I just understand. And so for me, challenges was dealing with a single parent household. You know what I'm saying? Due to reasons that, now that I'm older, I understand things can happen and it can shake right or left. Only thing about it is when things shake, the pieces in the middle kind of just fall where they may. And so for a long time, that was one of the things that I struggled with. But as I got older, as I just, you know what I'm saying, just experiencing life more, like I understand I can, let it go, just because it all worked out for the better in the end. And it's no harm, no foul. You feel me? So that's one of the things I would say in the beginning, like self-conscious of myself. Like I told you, I was a chubby kid, so like I ain't really know how to handle that. But as I got older, I was like, big boys actually winning. You know what I'm saying? Ladies love us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I was never really like quote unquote fat. I was just a little bigger than everybody. And that's what people don't know, they don't understand, is just like they gonna call you whatever. But now if you look at it, same people that was calling me that, they on the little chunky side too. So, and me, I'm looking, regular, you know what I mean? So, things just work out in the end. But those are a few of the challenges. I ain't really had too many challenges. That was most of my biggest ones was those two that I just said. But those are really in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all gravy, all love, everywhere. I'm gonna get you a couple of more. What are your hobbies? I'm trying to think. Hobbies right now is creating this podcast. That's a hobby. Definitely a hobby. I say I try to work out, like, I'm gonna work out 4 weeks, and like I can go hard for 4 weeks and then take 4 weeks off. So I can't say working out is a hobby. I like playing basketball, but as you get older, every time you play basketball, you come back with something wrong with you. Like, so I had to be like, all right, man, come on now. Body just started breaking down. But yeah, I like trading, so I do a little bit of trading, right? Trade the foreign exchange market, or Forex, whatever. So I do that on the side. But really, my main focus is this podcast, man. I really enjoy this. Just because I'm fascinated by just the setup, being able to create something, put it together, and make it be meaningful, make it worth something. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to be in a time capsule. So, when I get older and people want to go back and watch this, they're going to be like, oh, that man was on to something. He was ahead of his time. And I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It may change the game, or change how somebody may look at it. But yeah, that's how I like to rock. Let me think. If you had to watch a documentary, what would you want it to be about? I like anything winning. Like, I love a good rags to riches story. Like, I can get motivated every time. Anybody that's been through something, dealt with something, and they overcame it, worked their butt off to go get it, I'd be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many rags to riches stories out here, and I'm like, I'm trying to find them, like, motivated by it, like, because it inspired me, like, if he can do it through this situation, I know I can do it. Like, nothing can stop me. That type of feeling. Like, I love it. And like, everybody like a good rags to riches story. Everybody like Jay-Z story. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, all your famous people that everybody love and enjoy got some type of story, and you be like, dang, I didn't even know you went through all that. So it's like, it's inspiring no matter what, who it is. And so if I had to watch a documentary, it'd be that. I think one of my top favorites right now is that 30 for 30, that Michael Jordan, The Last Dance. That thing is so gas. Oh my God. But don't worry, I can't wait till they do like a Kobe one, LeBron. Man, them things gonna be so fire. Cause, ooh, wee. But yeah, so, yep. Let me think. Okay, this is a good question. What about your work gives you joy? To be honest, bro, excuse me. I like with my job, I like the every day's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in sales, so every day you got to create something out of nothing. So I love that. But to be honest, like, I'm so tired of just like having to like going to work because I have to versus going to work because I'm gonna go to work, and if I get fired, oh well, like, I got something on the side that's bringing me the same amount of income or even more. So it's like I don't never want to stop working, just because I ain't gonna say like I want to work. Like, either it's gonna be the podcast or it's gonna be other side adventures. But it just as far as like a 9 to 5, like, I enjoy my job now just because, like I said, every day I create something out of nothing. But outside of that, I could care less about it. You know what I'm saying? I care more about what we doing right now versus than what I do Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. Like, just to be real, like, that's just how I am, and that's how I feel about it. But and I think that's a different story for a different day. Like, if you enjoy your 9 to 5, continue to do that. Like, I would still do my job. Only thing about it is what I would change is if I had something that was substituting or, you know, double what I was making at my job, and just to be like, I could come to work and just, you know, do my job, you know, maybe BS a little bit, but, you know, they fire me. If they don't, they don't. Like, it is what it is. I would just stay just for the benefits. Like, I got, you know, great benefits, but other than that, for the bird. No cap, for the birds. But that's pretty much it. What do you want to be doing in 5 years? You know what? I see myself in 5 years with a great, I want to say with a great following with the podcast. I feel like the podcast can go as far as I want it to go. I just got to continue to be consistent, put in the work, grind, and just continue to find ways to make it happen. Continue to find ways to stay booked. Continue to find stories that need to be told. Continue to find, you know, just needing to find the it, you know, in everything. So in 5 years, I definitely want to be, you know, solid in the YouTube game, podcast game, getting, you know, dabbling in each bucket of those, you know, collecting that bread across all ends, getting all back ends. That's P. But also in the house, wife, kids by then, just living comfortable. Like, I thought I wanted, and this is crazy because I thought I wanted like a real lavish lifestyle, which I still kind of, I want to, it's not that I want to be lavish, I just want to do things that I want to do. Because I'm not really a lavish person. Like, I like to put clothes on, I like to dress up, I like to, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, I like to do that, but I ain't no show, like, I ain't about to flaunt and showboat and all that stuff, but it's just like, I like to do that on my own time, just because I like how it makes me feel, how I can go out, be presentable, look nice, be clean, stay sharp, that type of stuff. But then I also want to be able to provide that for people around me. I think that's when I started getting into the realm of like the money, like, that's what I'm gonna enjoy the most, is like making people feel how I feel. You know, maybe when I put some clothes, maybe it ain't when they dress up, it could be in their own different adventures, as far as if it's a job, or it's a, you know, a career or a business, just being able to give people joy. I think that's really what I want to do. Like, I really just want to be able to make everybody's dreams come true. But I know you can't always do that. But I think, you know, that's just the kind of heart I got. Like, that's just what I want to do, man, to be honest. And I think in 5 years from now, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Just making making the people, my circle of people, happy, creating things. I would love to be like a stay-at-home pops, you know what I'm saying, be hands-on with my kids. Just, I think I'm born to be like a dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, who wouldn't want to be my son? Or who wouldn't want to be my daughter? I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. Cool pops. You know, the kids love me. They call me Uncle Peen for a reason. But nah, I just can't wait, man. That's kind of the stuff I look forward to. So yeah. Man, I think that's enough, man. That's a lot of questions. And I can't go through all these, but I think we got some solid questions. I think this was a good little filler podcast. You feel me? Like, but if I could ask anything, like, if you watch this and you stay with me to the end, share this with somebody. Share the podcast. You ain't really got to share this episode, but share the podcast with somebody, man. Like, I think the people that we have on the show, we can. It's a person. It's a child. It's somebody that can see themselves in resemblance of the people that we have on the show. And it's not necessarily me, it's the people that's on the show. And if they can go through whatever they've been through, the obstacles that they've been through, and still be able to find a major success, be able to thrive, I think that's what it's about, and creating like our own community. And it's like the people that you see on the show, I want y'all to feel comfortable enough and relatable enough that you can feel like you can reach out to them and ask them for help. One of my biggest things is I wish I had like a mentor or somebody that's in this realm or in this game that I could hands-on talk to. Because right now, finding a mentor, it's not really like, and it's not their fault, but it's like either you got to pay for mentorship, you got to, you know what I'm saying? If you want it bad enough, you'll do that. Right now, I just feel like paying somebody for them to put me on game, like I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just not there yet where I can spend that money. But which I spend. I don't get it twisted. I spend money to invest in myself, but I would love to just be able to know somebody and have known somebody that could be a mentor that that I can ask questions, help guide me, get me right like when I have a question. But this podcast can give people the opportunity to network and give themselves a mentor where they can be like, hey, I saw such and such on Armon's podcast. Let me see if I can reach out to them. And I guarantee you, the people that I have on this podcast, if you reach out to them and say, look, I saw you on Big Boss Talk podcast. I'm just looking for some information. I want to know if you can mentor me, talk to me. They will do it. I'm telling you, in a heartbeat. That's the type of people we bringing on the show. No lie. Even if somebody was to hit my DMs and be like, hey, can you, and I would, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would definitely want to, be able to chop it up, give you information, right? You obviously, we can only show and teach what we know. And maybe we not at the success that you want to actually overall achieve, but at least we can help you get to eye level. And then once you get to eye level, you can reach out to another mentor that's above and beyond where we at, and you can ride that wave too. But, man, I get so hyped about this. But yeah, man, y'all share, man. And y'all enjoy y'all cigar if y'all got one. Just drink. It's been a good night. But we gonna close it out with the intro. Cue intro.
They said the intro was so hard.
I mean,
we had to give them an outro.
See what I'm saying? I ain't scared to mess up. Players mess up all the time.
Let's keep rocking and rolling.
We out.
Ain't nothing gonna stop us now. We here. And we back. They say, Peanut, you so cold. I wanna thank you. All the bosses listen to Big Boss Talk. The people listening and watching. We love you over here.